Good morning and welcome back to the channel. My name is Deborah, aka the Sunset Girl Creates, and as a continuation for our Christmas week, prep week, I'm getting started to work on my diamond painting for a while. I have to get it done as well as all of the other fun decorations that I have to go. I will be working on Christmas Village. I did get it from Paint by Diamonds. It's an older, picture depicted way back when, so it is not one that it is no longer available on Paint with Diamonds. So I did just check. I wanted to double check, and it is no longer available. And so that, if you want this, you might have to look at other sites and see if you can find it somewhere else. But it is no longer. I put too many on there. I was getting aggressive and thinking I could put 10 on there. There were only 9. I had 11 on my, obviously I had 11 on here. And so I have found a cool article to read. I think it's something that we haven't touched on yet, and I think in the diamond painting world it is an important one. And it's 42 best diamond painting tips, okay? And they were 2021 updated, so it's been updated for this year with 42 tips, okay? So I don't have a whole lot going on today other than just working on and completing all of my Christmas decorations. I have quite a few on the go right now. I switch pens a lot. You'll start seeing me do that more and more now that I've got 2 different pens set up. When I have just less than 7 or less multi-placing, I use this pen because it is much easier to maneuver less drills than it is on the 10 placer. It's just because one's smaller than the other, and it just makes it a little more comfortable and easier for me to place when I'm not doing the huge massive areas. And that just fell off and went to the wrong place, and I was trying to find a place for it. Okay, so today, what am I working on arts and crafts wise? I will be working on my diamond painting because yes, it needs to get done, obviously, and it's Christmas Village, so I will be working on it. I need to get it done so it can go up as well in with my Christmas decorations this year, and so I need to get it finished. I have all of the 12 footers. I mean the 1 foot like centerpieces that I was going to make. I made 3 of them. I got 3 done yesterday, so I will be putting them together this afternoon. I will be taping when I do, and you will get that video tomorrow. We will probably extend Christmas prep week to next week. I typically spend quite a bit of time in November prepping for Christmas. So whether that be getting what I need to get done, doing little things here and there, getting my decorations all done and ready to go. And because I like to be either fully decorated or decorating on the day on Black Friday. I'm not a big shopper, and I don't have any money this year to shop at all, so there won't be any shopping Black Friday for me this year. And so I just have to be creative this year. So everything I'm doing is either stuff I have here at the house or something that I can create. So that's why everybody's getting Christmas bulbs for Christmas. And I'm going to do an extra bulb this year for my grandbaby's great-grandmother, who actually has custody of my grandchildren right now. And we're very close. We work together with the kids all the time. So in a way to tell her thank you for being so kind and generous and wonderful to my grandchildren and hers, I'm going to do a special bulb just for her, and send it out to her when I send the kids stuff this year. I don't usually buy for her or do anything for her, but I think this year I'm going to give her the gift of a handmade ornament. Next year, coming in 2022, I have a blanket. I don't have the actual blanket. It's not done yet. Let me count this real quick. Yeah. Okay. I just like to make sure that if I'm using the 10 or 11, because this one will actually pick up and lay 11 drills. So when I lay it, it's not 10. It ends up being 11 drills. So if I'm going to have less than 11 drills, I just need to know so that I'm not putting them all on at one time. Or, as you saw me, putting them on and there'll be too much room left, okay? So this is why I kind of go back and forth between my two pins. So just so you know, I bought both of these pins from Diamond Art Club. I'm using my tray that I got from Wilson's 3D Designs. It's got the stopper. This is cool. This stopper is really tight. You literally have to go back and forth to get it to come out so you don't pull. And it's tough to put in. It's not going anywhere. I mean, I'm pulling tight on it, and that stopper is not going anywhere. So I'm not going to lose diamonds out that tip, okay? It's also got a nice big rounded. So if you look, it's rounded. I don't know if you can see it. I've got drills in it. Here, I'll just dump the drills down into the center of it so we can turn it. And let me see if I can get a better angle at it so you can see. So see how it curves out? It gives a lot more room to catch those drills. It allows me to feel the drills and know that when it goes in there. This is a full tray. And if you look down there, I still have plenty of room to put more drills in there. So I know my drills are going to be really secure. As well as I have handles on the end of it where I can put my fingers in it. And I'm not holding on to a tray like this that I can easily drop. I have my fingers into something. For me, personally, because of my fibromyalgia, and the issues that I have with my hands and various things, and yes, I just dumped those out on myself. The one thing that I do not like about this tray is it's very shallow. These are curved in, which are nice. This is flat, but it's not a whole lot of room. So if you've got a lot of drills in your tray, it's going to be harder for you to maneuver those drills without them flying out in the back. The top part is excellent. I love the funnel part of it. That is really nice. I just have to be really careful when I'm shaking my drills in this tray. I got to do a really soft shake. I hold it at the tip so that I get a nice tight shake, and it will shake down most of my drills. And there we go. See how pretty those turned out? There's a couple. And all I did was just shake with my fingers and just do it back and forth motion. Okay, and it pulled them all down. And it makes it very simple and easy to use. So then I can pick up my tray, and I'll typically go through here and just clean up these little ones here real quick. Only because it makes it easier when I'm multi-placing, okay? So when I'm multi-placing, I want to have as many drills lined up in order as I can, right? But I can't put it on if that's sitting on top of them. So it's a quick fix because it's an easy thing. And there, my drills are ready to work. Put them down on my pad. I have my sticky pads that I got from Amazon. I'm using my organizer from Amazon for my drills. And my light pad is listed below, and it is an A2. It is the second to biggest one. And as you can't see, but it is very big, okay? So the size of this painting is, I believe, 40 centimeters, 40 by 60, right? Or 50 by 60. It's either 40 or 50 by 60, okay? And with that in mind, it goes all the way across my light pad. So the light pad holds this canvas completely. Not bad, huh? You can have a 40 by 60 and it will hold your whole canvas on one light pad. Now, mind you, it is a little bit pricey, so be careful, okay? Be careful out there when you're looking, just to make sure that you're not getting cheated or anything else, and do know that they are, it is more expensive because of the size of it. And one other thing that's great about this light pad is, let me see, okay, I can. My cord for my light pad, it's connected solidly to the light pad. And then it has a second attachment that clips in and turns on and off. And if you look down here, this is the best part of this light pad, is it's adjustable. So I can adjust it based on what amount of light I need. So isn't that pretty cool? I usually keep it right about middle point. And I think I just turned it off. What did I do? Oh, I probably unplugged it. Most likely. Yeah. Okay. I gotta replug it in. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back in business. Okay, so we've gone over everything that I'm using. We've talked about the light pad. My laptop was laying on top of the cord, and when I pulled it to get a little, so I could show it to you, it unplugged it from the source. I've redone my craft room, so I will, once we're done with all of our Christmas prep and Christmas get ready, I will do a craft room tour for you, just to kind of show you how I have things laid out. And how they all go together, and how my organization makes it so that I can actually use my office. I can use it and know that go in there and it's set up properly. Where I'm going to be putting all of the diamond paintings, which I will be doing the month of December. So we're going to, once we've got Christmas set up and Christmas ready to go, November drops everything. I don't do anything but Christmas in November until I have all of my decorations up. Okay, so you will not see me do anything this month, anything other than Christmas, because I have to have everything ready to go, or I won't go, the tree won't be ready. The tree won't be lit and ready to go until Christmas Eve. I mean, until after Thanksgiving, right? I want it to be ready. If I want to turn on my tree on Thanksgiving and look at the beautiful tree, I'm going to do that. Also got a really cool tinsel tree this year. I happened to catch the ads at Family Dollar, and I actually have their app on my phone because we do go to Family Dollar a lot. That's where we purchase all our water and certain items like dish soap, because it's much cheaper, toilet paper. They usually have good prices on generic Tylenol, so I use the Tylenol PM at night to go to sleep. It does help with the pain. It allows me to sleep an extra couple hours that I normally wouldn't be sleeping because of the pain. So it's a really good relaxation part for me. I'm just sitting here making sure that I get all these check marks, because you know that once I'm done with this, I'll find a bunch of check marks again. I always do. And it doesn't matter how good I watch. Does anybody else have that issue? Tell me down below in the comments. Let me know in the comments as if you're just like me, who lays down all these beautiful drills, gets all this multi-placing done, get done with the color, and turn around and guess what? I got no more color. It's gone. So Does anybody else have that issue that you put it away and then you come back and you start doing another color and you see 5 or 6 of those same symbols? It's a catch-22 whether I pick up the container and I just put it in there now and get it over with, or do I just save it to the end? Well, I've been doing the save till the end thing lately, and I don't know that I like that. Because yesterday I did the save to the end on the last section that I did, and if it wasn't there, if I missed it, it was not put back in until later. And so it's one of those things that it's just one of those things you have to work out, right? I have to make sure that I'm getting it right, making sure I'm doing it properly. So let me know. So let's see. I finished the cutouts. All the ornaments are done. They just need holes punched in them. And I never put the holes in them because when I'm putting them together, if they don't line up properly, you're going to see that the holes aren't. So I always use my hole punch. I have a heart hole punch, or is it a star? I think it's a star. I use that and I punch it and then I put it up on the tree. So all I've got to do is do the hole punches and decide what I'm going to use. I'll probably use some sort of ribbon. I have lots and lots and lots of ribbon, more ribbon than God, I think, but it's all worth it. Then those will be done. Today I'll probably start pulling down my Christmas ornaments, going through what I've got, figure out what's going to go on the tree. I only have a 4-foot tree. Yes, I do buy a new tree every year. Usually I have a live tree, but this year in the Christmas spirit of saving money, I found a really pretty silver tinsel tree that is just gorgeous. And so it came with 50 lights on it already. So all I have to do is add my lights that I have. And I am going to add my own lights because I want to have a lot of light on this tree, because I don't have to put the icicles on this year. Because my tree is tinsel, I don't have to put the icicles. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know. We might even string popcorn this year. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have some ideas, but we'll see what comes up. And I'll let you know as soon as I know what I'm going to do. And see, that's the whole thing. That's next week, right? This week is just getting everything ready to go. And next week is going to be Christmas decorating week. Okay, so I am going to, this is Christmas prep week, basically, is what we've been working on. You've been seeing me do the various ornaments. I am going to get the centerpieces. They're actually reindeer that are like 11 inches tall. I couldn't get quite the 12 because it is a print. I could have, but I got it print. I was able to print and cut pretty much in one shot, and so it was a straight, clean shot. I didn't have to worry about putting them together. There's only a few that have to be put together, which is really nice. And I'll be showing you parts of that. I will be working on it this afternoon. I will be videotaping as I go. And then I'll be able to put it up for you guys to see tomorrow. And that will be your Friday prep week. I couldn't go without at least bringing the diamond painting in, because the diamond painting will be an intricate part of my overall Christmas decorations, right? I try to at least do one new Christmas painting each year. I have a penguin that I got. That was my first one. I have a snowman. It's already framed, so it just has to be brought out and put up. And it was a snowman family that I did. It's really cute. I already have Chuck Penson's up because Chuck Penson stays up all the time. And so the only ones that will really not be going on my wall are like themed, like Christmas or Halloween. And it might just be, I've got one Halloween one in there that I really like. And it's all prepped, ready to go up on the wall. And I think I'm going to put that one just because I want to see that one all year. I don't care if it's Halloween, Christmas. I just love seeing my diamond paintings completed, right? It kills me to roll them up and put them back in a box. What's the point of doing it if I can't enjoy them? I get to enjoy doing them, and then I get to put them away, and that's it? No, 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 no. That's not the game we play here. But I do know that if we are going to get through our article today, we better get on it, or we're going to just be talking all day long. So, 42 Best Diamond Painting Tips, 2021 updated. And this is from Paint with Diamonds. And I went ahead and found one on their site because we are working on one of their pictures. So we should at least have them on at least once, right? We should at least give them the ability to have us read one of their blog posts while we're working on it. And so we will be going through. It looks like Paint with Diamonds has a whole new series of Christmas paintings up there, and I think that's why this one's been taken down, is because it's just kind of been archived now, because it's been up there for a couple years. I bought this 2 years ago, so they had a bunch of new ones, and I think that's why it's been taken down. So with that said, let's get started. In this day and age, it is barely possible to invest your time in creative hobbies. Investing in a hobby which would keep you engaged and interested even after days go by is hard. So yeah, do you ever sit and wonder why? I do. This is what I do when I'm sitting here diamond painting. I wonder why this is so enthralling for me, and why I want to pick up another one when I've got one done. What is it that diamond painting does? There's some kind of magic, I'm telling you. It's diamond painting magic. That's what I'm going to start calling it. Diamond painting magic. Because it really is magic. Because it just draws you in, right? And maybe it's because I'm an avid crafter. And because I'm an avid crafter, I enjoy crafting. You know, so any type of form of crafting I enjoy. I can sit there for hours. I mean, yesterday I sat and did ornaments and cut almost all day. I spent the day doing it. I was having so much fun. And then I started printing the glitter tree. Or I didn't print it, but I cut it, right? I got the first cuts done, went to take it apart, and no, it is not going to work. And I don't know why, but when I said that, the nay, that Mrs. Crochet Coffee says all the time, came to mind when I was saying no. That's just too funny. I hear her say it all the time. Oh, I watched your video yesterday. Guess what? We have got a treat coming for you. It's awesome. Mrs. Crochet and Coffee is going to be doing a playlist with 15 tag questions to new channels. So I've gotten in touch with her, and we're going to be part of that premiere that she's going to be working on. So when it gets closer and it's ready to go, I will let you know. But we will be part of Mrs. Crochet's and Coffee's next open up for new creators. I missed it last year, and when I actually saw it, I found a bunch of diamond painters that I normally would not have found if I wasn't watching those videos. So I know from personal experience that putting your video there will help you get your name out there. And I'm not doing it for any reason other than I want people to see and enjoy what you guys are enjoying at the same time. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy putting these videos up for you. It's all for you, right? Okay? So these videos I've created and I'm creating are for everybody to enjoy. So let's get started. I know I started reading this and then stopped, but I'm going to try to read and not commentate as much so that we can get through this. So, investing in a hobby which would keep you engaged and interested even after days go by is hard. If you're looking for one such activity to keep your brain active and creativity intact, then Paint with Diamonds is something you will enjoy. So, Painting with Diamonds. It's not their website, but Painting with Diamonds, because that's what we're doing. We're virtually, every time you pick up one diamond and you put that diamond down, or drill, or whatever you want to call it, you choose a spot, you put it down, you're diamond painting right there. You put one point. Best way is, I remember we did that pixel article. Remember, each one of your diamonds is a pixel within the whole picture. And it takes thousands of pixels and even millions of pixels to create. So if you have like high def videos and you go to the movie theater, that has millions of pixels per screen. Not throughout the whole thing. I mean, you're talking billions if you're talking about the whole movie. So pixels, all you're doing is taking one diamond and putting it on, and as you do that, you're exposing a beautiful painting. And that's really what it's all about. So, however, before you get started with the task, getting equipped with some hands-on diamond painting tips and tricks that might help you through is going to be of great help. To assist you further, we have compiled a list of tips below that will make the activity much more fun for you and eradicate any chances of you making errors that might affect the end results. Here we go with some extraordinary diamond painting hacks that will help you master the art of diamond painting. And you know the reason that I read these articles is because I enjoy learning. I'm learning right next to you. I don't know all this stuff, but I'll tell you, by the time we're done getting through all these articles, we're going to be experts, not only in diamond painting, but multiple crafts, because I do this for multiple crafts, right? I get on and I do videos for all the crafts I do, whether it be silhouette work, or whether I'm doing knitting or crocheting, or whether I'm diamond painting or cross stitching. I mean, the list goes on and on and on of things you can be doing, right? But you can do things and not really be educated in them, right? So I can learn to knit, and I can find patterns, and I can do those patterns that people make, right? And be happy. And that's the way I am with my crocheting. I don't have any super desire to become a crochet master. Don't ask me why. Don't. Because that's been the love of my life. That's the one I've done all my life since I was 8 years old. Why? I don't know. So, tips for Workspace. Use your study table to provide your canvas a flat surface. Okay, so if you're busy and you have a desk and you want to diamond paint, you can lay your diamond painting across your desk as long as it's flat. You can also put it on a light pad and put it on your lap. Or you can have a smaller light pad with a lap desk and let's set that on your lap. So there's lots of ways to set your diamond painting flat. So you need a plain and flat surface right under your canvas for perfect results. Therefore, it's better to be seated before your study table while painting, or on the floor in a comfortable position before you begin. So you want to be set up in a position that you can be comfortable in, right? You don't want to be uncomfortable when you're diamond painting, because you could be diamond painting for 3 or 4 hours, right? I know I can sit here and get lost in a diamond painting, and next thing I know, I've wasted a whole day, right? Because I didn't do anything but diamond paint, and I wasted a whole day. That wasn't too fun, wasting time. But you know what? I enjoyed the time that I spent doing it, and so I got lost in the art. That's the point I'm trying to make, is this is an art form, and you can get lost in that art form. I have something in my drills. That's weird. What is it? Ew. Oh, it's another drill. It's a brown drill, but the way it was sitting in there, it looked like a bug. I just lost it. There it is. It looked like a bug. I thought, oh my God, how'd a bug get in? I wasn't going to say anything until I looked at it. And I was like, really, how'd a bug get into my trills? Did you see how I picked that up? I picked it up in the crook of that round, because if you can look at my tips, that tip is not straight. That tip is off. So, you know, if my tips get off on my tweezers, all you have to do is take your hand, and this one's a little harder to do. I usually put it against something tight, something flat that I can use for leverage, and I just bend it out a little bit, and I get it back into shape. So there, now it's back tipped, and it hits tip to tip. And it's just little tricks like that, right? Because oh, there they go. So you just maneuver it around until you see it. They're pretty pliable, so you can move them just a little bit. It does take just a little bit of pressure, but it's only a little bit of pressure, okay? Doesn't take forever. So, number 2, use a cutting board for precise results. So in case you do not have a study table to place your canvas in a downright straight position, you can make the most of your kitchen appliances here. A cutting board is good enough to accommodate your canvas and will leave you enough space to keep the results of the essential close by too. Okay, I have to preempt on the cutting board one, okay? I have to. Now, if you're going to be using your cutting board, and you use your cutting board in the kitchen, do not use it. Do not use it for diamond painting. You will ruin your diamond painting. It needs to be clean, dry, and ready to go. Okay? I know I have one too many on here. I'm trying to get just one off without messing the others up. So, and how I measured that was I literally put my pen. Let me show you. If I'm on a big area, okay, here, I'm just going to use this as an example. If I need to do all of these, right, and I'm not sure if it's enough for 10, I'm going to lay this down. And I know that I get 11 drills. So I get 11 drills. I know that that would count to 11. Anything less than that, I have to have that many less on my pen. Okay, so that's how I can count quickly if I think it's going to be a big number. Instead of going 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I could just lay it down, right? And I can tell by looking here, I can tell that it's going to be 3 less because I know how many my diamonds are. So if we count these, watch. Let's count these. I'm going to point with my other diamond painting pen. If I've got this laid down like this, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I know that that takes 11 diamonds right there, if it covers that whole thing. If it doesn't, I have 3 less, right? So there's 3 that didn't get caught in there. So that means 11 minus 3 is 8. Simple math. So I can do it with simple math if I need to, right? And so I know this one's a 7, right? I can come over here and I could lay it down. And this one's going to kind of go into another one, but these are the ones that we're actually doing. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I cover 7, I know it's going to be 7. So that's an easy way to do a count if you're using your multiplacer, because there are going to be spots that this one here is going to only be 5. Now I can count those. I can eyeball that and know that that's 5, right? Just like I can eyeball 5 in my tray. I don't have to count. But when it gets to the bigger numbers, you know, past 7 or 8, then it's easier if you count just to make sure that you do it right. because you really don't want to be pulling in the wrong information or the wrong stuff. So just make sure if you're using a cutting board or you're using something from your kitchen, it's not something you use in the kitchen. And if it is, make sure it's dry, sterilized, and cleaned before you put your painting on it, okay? So clean it really well. And if it's a wood one, they don't get very clean. I'm not a big fan of wood ones. So adequate lighting. So working continuously with tiny diamonds can put a strain on your eyes. That's why choose a place where there is adequate lighting. So I'm sitting in my living room, and I have more lights on right now because I'm recording, okay? So I have my ring magnifier light on, and I have my big overhead light on, and those are OT lights. So they're natural sunlight, right? So I know that I have quite a bit of light. I haven't even opened my curtains yet, and you can see I have plenty of light to work. I can see everything around me, and I'm good to go. So comfortable chair. People choose to do diamond painting to relieve their stress. And I don't do it to relieve stress. I just do it because I like to, right? It is a good stress reliever, but I don't use it. I mean, I have other stress relievers that I do. For me, this is just mind relaxation. Okay? It can badly backfire if you sit continuously with the wrong posture. Always choose a chair that can provide comfort along with supporting your posture. Okay, for me, that is super, super important now. Because of the rate of time it takes, the rate of muscle spasms that I have are enough on their own. I don't need to do anything to trigger a new one. That's what I was trying to say. So you always want to make sure that you're in a comfortable position, because you will notice it within about 10 or 15 minutes, and you'll go, how can I just continuously do this? How do people do it for an hour? Well, that's because we're comfortable. We're finding and doing it from a place that is really comfortable for us. And then it goes on down for tips for canvas, right? What is this? What's this say? Okay. So, sandwich the canvas between two thick books to straighten it out. Okay? Place the canvas in the midst of two thick books for about a half an hour after you unroll it. This will help flatten it out and prepare it for the job ahead. If it's port glue, yes. If it is double-sided adhesive like this one is, I would recommend just pulling up each of your sheets to a little past half and then putting them back down. Each one of them. Very carefully putting them back down so that they go. Some of them have 1, some of them have 2. This one had 6, okay? So it really just depends on how many strips they have. And yeah, I reuse these strips. So I have a nice long strip, and I'll use it for vinyl. Because I can pick up my vinyl with it, and it works perfect. So there's a better use for those double-sided adhesive strips. 6, place some weight on all 4 sides of the canvas. If you see it bending forward, just place lightweight objects on the edges as a necessary measure. So in other words, if they're rolling up when you're trying to flatten that area, just put some light books on it and it'll be fine. Number 7, lifting and re-sticking adhesive layer to flatten the canvas. Okay, I just said that one, did I not? If you want to start your diamond painting right away and don't have time to flatten it by putting heavy books over it, you can lift the adhesive layer from one corner and stick it back down again. Repeat the same procedure on all corners. The canvas will get flattened in no time. Exactly. Because it's gotten, it was rolled up with that. So as soon as you pull it out, now you're going flat. This paper is now going to pull things together and it's not going to be flat, right? But if you lift this paper up and you put it down, it's going to be nice and flat. it's going to lay flat because of the way you've done your adhesive paper. Resurrect the stickiness of the canvas. Okay, I couldn't say that word for nothing. Resurrect. Okay. Once you feel that over time the stickiness is dying, we have a holy way of reviving your stickiness. How did we revive the stickiness on our sticky pads? You remember how I told you to do that? I said alcohol, right? Let's see what they say about here. And it's probably because your sticky is dirty. I can almost guarantee it. So listen. Reviving your stickiness. It doesn't get simpler than this. Just use baby wipes. Smearing any area with baby wipes ensures that particular area's resurrection. Baby wipes not only help in stickiness, but also aid in the removal of paper or hairs. I didn't know that about the hairs. We're going to have to try that. I don't think I have any in here. No. That's a bummer. Okay. I thought I might have one in here, but I don't have a well, I'll check it out and I'll let you know how it works. Using adhesive for sticking diamonds to the canvas. Okay. Don't use nail polish remover or ordinary glue on the canvas for sticking the diamonds. If some part of the canvas has lost its stickiness, you can buy special glue made for diamond painting. The best place to pick that up is Joann's, because they have the whole gamut of diamond dots there, right? They have the diamond paintings, then they have a whole section with all the diamonds, right? All their colors. It's like a DMC setup of floss, but it's diamonds, okay? So you have all of them there. It's so fun to go there. Then they have blank canvases that you can buy, just blank canvases, and books where you can create your own designs, or you can go online and find a design you like and get that design. Like if you want to buy a cross stitch pattern that you really like and you think, oh God, wouldn't that look good in a diamond painting too? You can literally buy the canvas and you can follow the same idea. You're not going to have the symbols on your canvas. You're now going to diamond paint by counting. It's like counted cross stitch. If you get the blank ones, they're called counted diamond paintings, right? Because you have to count. You have to follow a chart. But your chart won't be on your canvas. See, the nice thing about a diamond painting, it comes with your chart already built on the canvas. And you can buy some cross stitch patterns that way. There are plenty that are stamped. But they're going to be in cloth and they're not going to be on Ada. And it's really good for beginners, right? I would recommend it for beginners only. And I only say that because it is a very simple thing. But, so let's get on to the next one. So I had no idea about it so the stickiness, it does come in a bottle. That's all I'm saying, okay? Kill the fuzz. For fuzz-free experience, here's the Mastro tip. Mastro. I don't know. In order to ensure that there are no fractional interruptions, apply masking tape at the edges of your diamond painting canvas. Kill the buzz before it kills you. Or before it kills your fun. They're talking about this overlap of tape. See this overlap of tape? You can put washi tape on it too. It doesn't bother me anymore. I guess it's become a habit. I cut it off anyways. Once the diamond painting's done, this whole border comes off anyhow before it's put somewhere. Except for Sweet Tooth. She still needs to be done. But let's keep going. So, kill the air bubbles using a steel scale. If you notice some ridges on your canvas, rest assured the air bubbles caused them. You need to move a steel scale all over the place to do away with those air bubbles. I have no idea what they're talking about, a steel scale. What is a steel scale? I don't know, and they don't show what it is. I I might have to look into that one. Let me go and see if I search Amazon what comes up for, because I got to know now. I got to know what's going on. What's a steel scale? Let me go on to Amazon and search. Steel. Steel what? What was it? I've never heard about it. So, steel scale. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's just a scale. Okay, that's all they're meaning. It's just a scale, right? I would think. I don't see anything else come up for steel scale. So I guess a scale. Okay. Remove this sheet in bits and pieces. Do not reveal the entire sheet in one go. Remove a few centimeters of it at once. Fill in the diamonds. Complete the procedure subsequently. Okay, so I can't read. I can't focus on my brain, I guess, today. It doesn't want to be able to read words. Chosen words. What are we reading? Eyes. We're trying to read. What do you want to read? Okay. So I just had to tell my eyes to read. Okay. So in other words, do it in sections, like you see me do my painting. They recommend you start with small sections. I don't like the small sections, especially on a highly confetti painting, because I want to lay as many drills from one color as I possibly can at a time. I don't want to sit here and do this little tiny one here, and yeah, it's going to be done quick, right? But then I have to do the whole thing all over again. And sometimes I have a little bit of repeat on it. It happens, right? So, helpful tool tips. I can talk. I don't think so today, but I really can talk. Okay? So, number 13 is All Hail the Blue. I'm sorry. I need to grab a drink of milk. My throat was kind of scratchy. Our adept enthusiasts recommend that the use of blue tack instead of the ordinary waxes provides a soothing experience. We hail the blue and often call the blue crew because the normal waxes tend to dry out over time. The blue tack lasts for months, whereas the regular wax lifespan is for weeks. However, if you keep your wax in a sealed bag, they will not go bad. It's the air that dries them out. So you don't, and so whenever you see me, I always have my wax in a container. Okay? I don't not have wax. It's outside a container. It's either in a container or it's in a baggie. One or the other. It all goes in as I get them. It keeps I can go 3 days on one thing of wax in my multiplacers. And you see me constantly using my multiplacers. So I'm always using them. They're an important tool in my toolbox. Okay? So number 14. Bring in multi-diamond applicator tool to boost the process. 2 of them. We've been talking about that. I got 2. I got a 7 and a 10, right? Got my 2? Here we go. Yeah, now I can actually see what I'm doing. I can see where my camera is. I did a first take. I had my camera turned the wrong direction. Oh my God, I was going crazy. And then I had to stop and redo. I only got about 3 minutes into the video. And I went to show you something. I couldn't find the camera because I'm used to it being in this direction. I know exactly where I can put things for you to see. On that one, I did not. Okay? So, you will be bored and tired of picking up tens of hundreds of diamonds one by one. Some people don't. That's what some people... I get enjoyment sometimes. Are just going through here and single placing. It's kind of like a little methodical type thing. And sometimes if I just need some time to relax, I will do single placing. I like to do a little bit of it. I don't mind single placing a bit. On these big ones, I find it, for myself, a little less daunting and a little less challenging if I do it that way. Okay? So sometimes I'll put it in and multi-place it. Other times I single place. Really just depends on my mood for the day and what I feel like doing. I could do this whole section without a single multi-placer and be happy. However, it's going to take me twice as long, if not longer, okay? You will be bored. Okay, so we did that part. Using such a tool would make you fix a number of diamonds in one attempt. And then it says, click here to add 13-piece set of replaceable heads applicator tool in your collection. So if we go here, let's see what it is. So you get a bunch of earthquake. It's just a bunch of the different sizes. So it looks like you got 3, you got 4, you got a couple 5s, another 4. That's going to be another 5. That's going to be a 6. These 2, these will be 7s, and those are 10s. Actually, that's 7 and that's a 10. So it's really just the applicators, okay? So let's see. Get back to where I was in the article because it did not take me back. Okay, so number 15, invest in a large and deep tray. Okay, try out the trays. There's tons of trays out there on Etsy to choose from. So if you don't want one of the regular trays that you can get from Amazon or one of the diamond painters, you want a tray more like this, right? More of a custom tray. You'll have to go on Etsy to get them. Now, mind you, I go to Wilson's 3D Designs and My 3D Designs. Those are my 2 go-tos for trays, okay? I have all kinds of trays from start to finish. And actually, I have my container. Maybe one of these days, I'll do a video on my tools that I have. That way you can see all the tools that I have in my repertoire. What do I keep next to me in my cart? What do I keep in the office, in the craft room, whatever you want to call it? It's always been the office. I like it as a craft room now. It really sets it. It's really being set up as a craft room. And it is spectacular. And the way I have my drafting, I have a drafting table in there. And the way I have it is I have it turned around so it's facing the wall that I'm going to be doing the diamond painting wall out of. So I will be able to enjoy that all the time. I'm currently working in the living room on my diamond painting, and as you've seen, I've done most of my recordings from my living room couch, whether I'm knitting and doing the face-to-face, but you will see in the videos that I've already got done that will come out once we're through these Christmas weeks. These are special Christmas episodes that will only have 2 weeks. Christmas Craft Week is where I'm crafting, getting everything ready, and then Christmas Prep Week will actually be where I'm putting decorations out, moving things around, making sure everything is set up for the holiday. So by Thanksgiving, I want to have my Christmas, all my decorations done, and I can sit down and enjoy that turkey dinner that I cook. And yes, I cook a full turkey dinner, even if it is just my husband and I. I cannot be without my turkey or my stuffing. I get it once a year, right? Maybe twice if I'm lucky. I might get a December turkey, right? I don't have a big deep freeze where I can just buy turkeys and put them in the freezer. That would be awesome if I could do that. I'd probably have 2 or 3 of them in there at the holidays. It just allows me to have a little bit more fun later on. As you can see, my pen just picked up 2 diamonds. So I'm just going to find a place to put 2 diamonds versus, and I know up here I can, then they'll just lay in there. It just happened to have just a little bit of glue on this side of it, I guess. Okay, let's get back. So to use multi-diamond applicator, You have to line the diamonds in the tray so they stick to the applicator. So that's why I'm saying you have to line the diamonds. That's what they're saying. See how I showed you when I did when I did my shake? The trick is to shake the tray a bit so the diamonds line up. However, the regular size tray doesn't work well. Invest in a bigger and deeper tray and shake them. They will line up in rows easily. Okay, so the reason that these trays work better than those little tiny trays, you know, those little green trays. I don't know, do I have one in here? I just went through and did a whole cleaning out of my craft supplies, so I don't even have one in there, I don't think. If it is, it's on the bottom rack. And I can't get to that right this minute. But you can shake your drills, right? You just shake your drills, and if you want to tap it on your hand, you can tap it on your hand. But the point is to get your drills so that you have a nice setup. So you can multi-place. You want to be able to go like this. Carefully pick up your drills and be ready to go. And hopefully I can find one that takes 7. And there we go. And then you lay them. It's pretty simple. It takes a little practice. That one didn't go in perfect. But let's try another one, see if I can do a good one that way. Pull it in, pop it down, and if I have to stretch just a little bit to get that last one in place, I will. And it's just a little push, not a whole big push. So, 16, the lightsaber. Haha, the lightsaber, get it? Well, we're all well aware that you know how to add colors to your canvas. But let us tell you how to add light to your canvas as well. For any sort of diamond painting, the use of a light pad will enhance your overall experience and turn out to be a savior for you. The unmatched clarity and top-notch performance come hand in hand. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I mean, what they're talking about, okay? So this is with the light pad. See, I can see all my symbols. They're bright, clear, all of that. Easy to work on. If I turn it off, I can still see them, but they're not as clear. They're not as easy to see. I have to struggle to try to see them. Whereas, that helps show, but I do take it, when I turn it off, I kind of use it to see if I need to straighten any of my diamonds. And so it's just a simple way. See, I can see that there's 3 there, and I can lay 3. Right? But if I turn on a light pad, you can see a big difference. Now, I see this clearly, and that I have 6 drills right there to lay. I pick up 6, and I put 6. But I can see clearlier. I see much clearer now. Okay? For anything, the light pad will enhance your overall experience. The unmatched clarity and top-notch performance come hand in hand here. So, 17, use a toothpick instead of the applicator tool. Okay, well that's an interesting thing. For some perfectionists, time-saving tactics hardly matter. If you do it one by one, you will get it properly stuck in its respective place. Toothpicks have the sharpest edge, and that's why it can work best. So clean the diamond pin nibs to remove old wax. If your diamond pins are not picking up the diamonds despite having filled with wax, clean the old wax out and dip it again in the fresh wax. It will help you get the sticky of the pin back. So, I didn't understand this at first. I had my pin nib, right? And I'm not going to undo my nib right now because it has got it's got my mini dots in it. But I would just clean out I can show you on this because this wax is a lot easier to clean out. So you just take your pointed tweezers. Okay, I use these ones because I bought them, but you can use the black ones that come with the kit. And all you have to do is remove your tweezers, and you get the old wax to come out. I always just do a second one to make sure I clean out and make sure all of that pink is gone, right? So I go in a couple different directions. There we go. And now it's cleaned out. So now I'm ready for new wax, right? It's that simple. So you clean them out. You do the same with your tip. And with your tip, you really have to have the sharp pointers, okay? I use the micro dots in mine. These are what I use, the glue dots adhesive, and they're the micro dots, okay? So I use micro dots. I use 2 of them in my pen, and it'll last me probably a week, okay, before I have to change my pen. The only thing I may need to do with my pen is just pull it out and flip it, okay, because I can flip it 2 or 3 times before I actually need to put new micro dots in it. So all I'm going to do now is fill my pen back up. So I'm just going to carefully place it on the wax. I'm going to just roll it back and forth till that wax releases from my pen. It just makes it easier to pull it away. And once it's done, you've got your wax filled up, okay? I have another trick that I do is once it's done, I take and put it on top of my container and just do a nice flat pop. So it's going to push that wax down into place and make this a nice straight area to work with. Any of the leftover, I just take and rub my fingers on the edges and the corners and take off any excess wax, and I'm set to go again. Okay, so that's what they mean by cleaning out your nibs. Okay, so let's get by. Okay, so if you want to be more professional and need proper and good quality tools for your diamond storage, you can also check out their products here. So they've got tips for organizing. Okay, so 19. Use an empty egg carton for a giant collection of diamonds. Why spend money on buying something when you can make do with things that you have at home already? If you have an empty egg carton, you can gather each diamond category in different segments. It will save you money and time on a large tray. Okay, you're going to have something to scoop out those diamonds. So make sure you have something small that will allow you to scoop up those diamonds, okay? It's only out of knowledge that I say that, because I have a couple multi-trays, and if you're not careful, they'll mix the drills together. So you need to be really careful. My drills on one of my multi-placing trays, like the ones that I typically use with the big trays, that have those little slats in them, that's what I'm talking about, okay? And that one doesn't work very well to empty the diamonds out. So you just have to work with it. Make sure you don't mix your diamonds up, okay? So be careful. Use a jewelry box for compartmentalizing the diamonds, okay? That was a long word. To place the diamonds safely and separately, using a jewelry makeup box is a good idea. This will prevent them from getting lost and would help you keep things assembled for you. Okay, so they're just simple jewelry boxes, so it's pretty simple. Number 21, label your organized diamonds. Which method of organizing diamonds you are using, always clearly label them with their DMC code. Okay, so diamond, let me bring up my pictures real quick and I'll show you. Do I have them open? Probably not. I have a lot open though, guys, on this iPad. I don't need that. I'm just trying to find, I don't think I have my photos open. Here we go. So let me open them. And we'll go back here. And so I have taken a picture of this, of the chart, right? I took a pic, oops. And the reason I took a picture of the chart was because this chart is only on the far side. So trying to use the chart is just not, what is that white thing on my screen? That was weird. Okay, sorry, I don't know what that white thing was. I check my screen periodically to make sure you can see what I'm actually talking about and that you can actually see what I'm showing you. So as you can see, for this one, it has the number, which is the number that I put on my drills. Okay, I didn't feel like drawing out symbols, and I didn't think to print it out. Anyways, and then it has the code. So these are the codes. These are what you're going to find on your chart. So this code tells you that every R on the chart gets DMC 150, and they provided me with 279 for the painting. Quantity shows you how many quantity are needed. The one that I'm working on right now is the check mark, and it has 12,932 diamonds. So this check mark, I have to lay 12,932. It came in a huge bag. Okay. I think I have some 3s are the next number down. From there, yeah, 3,000 is the next number. So, I mean, like 3,400 there. I know there's another one down here for 3,565. So there's a couple, but most of them, this is your main color, your background color. Okay? So that's what I mean when I say, when they're talking about labeling them clearly. So if I had done this right and realized that I only had one legend on it, which is clearly on the side I started with, by the time I get to this one, that one's not anywhere visible for me. So I took a picture of it. I don't have any printer paper, like copy paper. I have cardstock. I didn't want to print on cardstock this to put through my label machine, my sticker machine. I run sticker machine. I wasn't going to do that. I do it when I have regular paper though. And it was a decision I had to make. I had that really low. I didn't even know I had light on. Okay, number 22. Use an ice cube carton for collecting diamonds. So the thing with diamond painting is that you cannot afford to lose the diamonds. Thus, keeping them safe is crucial. Some diamonds are as small as they can be contained in an ice cube carton or two. Hence, you can use this utensil as an alternate to the tray. I guess that would be okay. Paste your diamonds in the reference index next to your own. Okay, so this one, they say to take that and paste the diamonds on each one of those by them so you know what color you're looking for. To avoid squandering time in little things like that, just pick up one diamond from each class and paste it on the canvas parallel to the relevant number. Okay, tips for diamonds. Those were a couple okay tips. I would not recommend an ice tray or a egg carton unless you have no other choice. Okay? And it's not to say that an egg carton is the wrong thing to use, because you use whatever you want that helps you. I just want you to be aware that they're not securely covered, each one, right? They're like setting these containers, if I were to take the lids off these containers and I were to set them right next to each other, wouldn't that be scary to you if you were going to lose your diamonds or not? So I'm going to set those right there and I'm going to pick out of them. Think about it. Think about what you're going to use. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, because it's not bad at all. It's a good thing to find ways to store your diamonds. Just be mindful if you have something that's not covering your diamonds. That's all I'm saying, okay? I'm going to move my tray over here because it's a lot easier for me. And you'll see me, I'm starting to move. My tray moves a lot more on my canvas, especially once I get a lot more drills in here. It just allows me to do it quicker and faster. I can go from one to the other very quickly. As you can see, it's a pretty easy pickup. And I don't have to go too far. It kind of keeps me in task and allows me to see what I'm actually working on, right? So what am I working on? Well, I'm working on these check marks. So I know where the check marks, I found the check marks, then I'm right below it, right? So the fastest way to do your diamonds and to get it done in the most efficient, fast way is to literally keep your tray right next to it, because you're not doing much body movement. It will also help your arms and your shoulders because you're not moving your body as much. So now you're just moving from one little area to the next, right? I'm not going very far with those diamonds. If I pick them up from over here, right? And you see me do it all the time. I pick it, by the time I get here, it might have already fallen off my drill pin, right? I used my drill pins till they start falling off. Okay, so once they start falling off, that's when I replace either my wax or my microdots, depending on the circumstance. Okay, and the other reason that I pull my tray with me is it lets me focus on just one area so that I can go through here and say, okay, I look through this area and I see no check marks here. I could say that's good. And I just go along, and this is how I do it when I'm actually working on my paintings and I'm doing it by myself. My tray drags along with me most of the time. I've got enough diamonds on here that it's just enough that the tray's not going to really stick to the glue. So I can't do it until I have a little bit of diamonds on it, right? I can lay it here and get the diamonds put over here. And as you can see, there's not a whole bunch of check marks right there, right? So it's just a matter of moving my tray to where I can be more efficient. I don't have a whole lot of time to finish this painting and get my Christmas decorations done. So I have to work in the most efficient manner possible. So, tips for diamonds. Use tweezers in case you wrongly place a diamond or two. Making a mistake is so human. If you mistakenly placed a bead in the wrong box and it got stuck between the wax and gum, you just need a tweezer to set it right. You can check very fine quality tweezers here. Okay, so they have better tweezers that you can order, and they're really not that much better. They're the black ones, okay, the black sharp tips. Okay, I'm not the biggest fan of the sharp tips in most cases. I like mine that's bent because I can use it to get in, but they never give enough of the flat-sided ones. I wish we could get more, because I think placing diamonds, squares with tweezers is fun. So if I take this and I take tweezers and I pick this up, I can literally lay my diamonds down, right? And if I want to do something a little different, I can do that. I find that picking up the diamonds is, though, a little easier with the bent tip tweezers, okay? You can do them on the straight tips, but it's not my favorite way of doing it if I'm going to lay by tweezers. And sometimes I can lay by tweezers and I get a better straight thing. So sometimes I will do that in small areas such as this. I just go through and I lay them, especially when they're square. You know, when they're square, you're holding two sides and you're going straight onto something, right? When you have your diamond painting pen, oh, I don't want that one. That's gonna be too many for that one. I'm gonna press my diamonds in here, right? It's brand new wax. I picked up one, and I'm going to place them. It's the same thing, but if I pick up a diamond with my single placer, I have to look at it and I have to adjust it so that it goes in correctly, right? But if I pick it up and it's in the right direction to start out with, I don't have that issue. I can now put my diamonds down and do just fine. And that's a checkerboard effect. And just come back and fill those in. It allows you to be a little bit straighter and a little bit more efficient, okay? So, tips for your workspace. 1, use your study table to provide your canvas a flat surface. You need a plain and flat surface right under your canvas for best results. Therefore, it's better to be seated before your study table while painting or on the floor in a wait a minute, that's the very beginning. It took me all the way back to the very beginning. I thought we were way off of that. Okay. Okay, we're done through the organizing. Okay, here we go. Tips for diamonds. Okay. So using tweezers. So we talked about that. And then number 25 is slightly stretch it back and forth to ensure that diamonds are not lost. You ought to confirm that the diamonds are not likely to come out of their respective boxes. It will reduce the chances of imperfections. I gotta see where my cord is. I had to plug in my iPad. Oh wait. Okay, hold on a minute. I gotta plug in some devices. Okay, I'm back. I did some adjustments to the camera real quick. We're going to go ahead and shut down the video for today. We'll be going on to tips for diamonds next Thursday if we're doing it next Thursday. If not, it'll be the following week, depending on how Christmas goes. I will hopefully be done with this painting, maybe working on the other, or we'll be finishing off this painting next Thursday. One way or the other, we will enjoy a little diamond painting during the Christmas craft week. Next week, you'll probably get videos, maybe Monday through Friday this time. We'll see how it goes. Let me start putting things together and get the decorations going. So if you like this video, a thumbs up would be great. If you don't, a thumbs down is fine too, but let us know in the comments below. We would love to have you as part of our Sunset Girl Creates family, and we love every time we have a new subscriber join. So we would love to have you join as well. Go ahead and hit that subscriber button down there. And if you want to know every time I upload a video, go ahead and hit that bell icon. It will let you know every time I upload a video. So with that said, I want to thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed today's video. We will continue on Tips for Diamonds next Thursday. And I look forward to speaking with you then. Have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Bye-bye.